ground action. Right?
Correct. Yep.
Yeah.
Tell me how you like that when you see it.
Yeah, that's all I can see. I can't see the second.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, I got a good line.
Okay.
I wouldn't want too much more, but I feel safe with this.
Okay, cool. Got it.
His phone's going off over there. Still going off.
All right, right edge of that bunker.
Yep.
It's a little left.
Right?
Yep.
Stay right.
The Home Depot, committed to filling the trades gap. Nobody's born with grit.
Rose is really struggling.
It's something you build over time.
It's 21 missed cuts.
Franklin County, where Columbus is on average, go up 41%. We saw Cuyahoga County, where Cleveland is, go up 32%. We even saw our neighbors in Ottawa County go up 33%.
The programming error was related to the grade increase of someone's property, which is a factor that goes into how a home is reevaluated.
I think anyone that would have been sitting in this position would have unfortunately had this error happen, because it was on the back end. It was, and so again, regret it. We're going to make sure it doesn't happen again.
The Ohio Auditor of State's office told WTOL 11 the Auditor of State's office is aware of the situation and our auditors may evaluate it further during Lucas County's next audit. All Lucas County residents will see an increase in their second half bill after a special assessment for mosquito control through the Toledo Area Sanitary District was entered incorrectly by a staff member. Moline says this comes to an average of $2.10 per $100,000 their home is valued at.
That was our Megan Hartnett reporting. WTOL 11 reached out to the Ohio Department of Taxation, which is the department the Lucas County Auditor's Office directly reports to. They told us the department is monitoring these developments, but any issues with specific property values or special assessments must be addressed by the county. We have the full list of the 346 known properties that were impacted by the programming error. That's over on our website at WTOL.com. Well, people in Rossford are taking a chilling dip to help raise money for education. The Bulldog Foundation held a Polar Plunge fundraiser at Carpenter's Local 351 Union Hall, with at least 25 plungers signed up to jump into the freezing cold lake to raise money for teacher grants and student scholarships through the foundation.
It's great. I mean, we're glad to see, people out supporting the foundation, supporting the schools. It's kind of a fun way to, as opposed to just having a fun drive, or something like that. It gives you something that you don't always get a chance to do.
You can still donate to the Bulldog Foundation by going on their webpage, which you can find on our links mentioned page at WTOL.com. Well, a huge milestone has been achieved at the Ribbon at Glass City Metro Park this afternoon. The rink has now seen its 100,000th skater. To celebrate, the Ribbon allowed free skating for the first 100 people, as well as live entertainment and giveaways. A Metro Park representative says the park has always exceeded expectations, as the park has only been open for 2 seasons.
Feels great. I was not expecting this, but it is my birthday, so it's just right. Yeah, maybe next time I'll be the 200,000th or the millionth one.
The ice rink will be open until March and then transition into a roller skating rink in the spring. Well, ice cream might not be top of the mind right now with this frigid cold, but a popular summer spot in Bowling Green is using the cold to actually get you inside. The Sunday Station opened its lobby for the first time since the pandemic, so you don't have to wait outside to get your sweet treats. They say you can now come inside and enjoy your ice cream where it's warm.
One of our biggest mottos around here, I think a lot of ice cream parlors say this, but it's just never too cold for ice cream. So we always try to have something new and different that customers can try out, whether it be a limited time item or something that starts as limited time and then we add it to the menu because it's super popular.
If you're interested, the Sunday Station is on Wooster Street in BG and is open all year round. Happy birthday to you. Well, it was a party over at the Lakewood Apartments in South Toledo. Resident Ruth Cowell is 102 years old. She celebrated yesterday with her children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. Now, Ruth has been a resident there since 2003 and is known for her friendly demeanor and great cooking.
Very excited over it. I appreciate it very much.
Ruth says it meant so much to have her large family help her celebrate. From all of us here at WTOL 11, happy birthday, Ruth. And we've been telling you how this cold weather could impact your car, but it can also affect you at the pump. Fuel experts with Gas Buddies say gas prices could rise because of the cold weather we're experiencing across the country, specifically in the south. Many refineries down south lack proper insulation and could face issues.
And so these refineries may have issues that do arise from sub-freezing temperatures. Refineries could be impacted. They were last time Texas saw a deep freeze. I believe that was in 2021 or 2022. So that is something that could impact gas prices in the weeks ahead.
Fuel analysts say it's just too early to tell how big of an issue this actually will be. Last month, Anthony Cook, the most prolific serial killer in Toledo history, did not show up to his parole hearing. This was after an 11 Investigate story recapped the Cook brothers' reign of terror in the 1980s. That story generated hundreds of angry comments from viewers. And it's not the first time our team has reported on the Cooks. To see our series of stories on the brothers, go to WTOL 11+. Well, if you're watching us live right now on the WTOL 11 Plus streaming app, thank you for joining us. And if you're not on WTOL 11 Plus yet, here's why you should check it out. Well, this week on The Vault, we're diving into our archives to bring you incredible film and unforgettable news coverage from the blizzard of '78. You can relive the storm through news reports from WTOL 11, covering the storm that changed Northwest Ohio. It's an exclusive look at how your WTOL 11 team covered the historic blizzard and its aftermath. And it's all on The Vault, only streaming on WTOL Plus for you on Roku, Fire Stick, and Apple TV. Want to see more breakdowns of viral trends and 60-second stories? Check out our WTOL 11 social media pages on YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. Now let's send it over to John with the forecast. John?
The forecast is going to turn a little bit calmer into the tail end of the weekend. Sunday is going to be cloudy and cooler feeling. Winds are going to be down to 10 to 15 miles per hour after a blustery start to the weekend. Now, high temperatures will be below freezing, so you are going to need that heavy winter coat, hat, and gloves. On the anniversary of the blizzard of 78, no snow in the forecast, but we will be at 29 degrees. Just a little bit of a breeze at 10 to 15 miles per hour, but overall an improvement in how it felt today. Temperature-wise, over the course of your Saturday evening, temps have generally been near freezing, if not a bit above freezing, to the south of Toledo. Overall, the temperature trend is going to be a little bit warmer than average for much of that 10-day forecast. There have been a few little flurries reported south of Toledo, stretching from Putnam County back towards Wyandotte and Crawford, and there is going to be the chance for some very light snow showers overnight as a weak cold front moves on through. That front currently situated in central and northern Michigan back towards Lake Michigan, and there could be a few light and scattered snow showers through the early part of the night. Barely anything as far as accumulation is concerned, but a few of those snow showers could produce a very brief and light coating of snow accumulation. Sunday is going to still be a bit overcast, so hopefully you enjoyed the sunshine to start the weekend. Now Monday, the cloud cover thins out. It is going to turn brighter. However, it is also going to be exceptionally windy on Monday. We're talking gusts of 30 to 40 miles an hour, and that southwest wind direction is going to be the same it was today. That wind is going to spell some changes as well as some threats for Lake Erie ice fishing. We're going to be talking about that ice flow danger returning, if not ramping up. Now, these ice flows are caused by essentially a trio of factors. The wind is a big part. Also, the temperature changes and the sunshine all exacerbate the chance for the ice flow risk. And even though Lake Erie is about 80% covered in ice, there could be some cracks that do develop and ice flows that form as a result of those weather conditions. Let's talk about the winds. Sunday is going to be a little bit calmer with winds sustained at about 10 to 15, gusting 15 to 20. Overall, I'd still recommend avoiding the lake, but the conditions will at least be a little more favorable than today. Monday morning, we're going to see gusts of around 25, and it's really Monday afternoon that we see full sunshine and incredibly strong winds that may gust close to 40 miles an hour. And some of the latest data does show out towards the Lake Erie shores and islands, gusts up to 45 miles per hour, and that will pose an extremely dangerous threat for ice fishing conditions. Now, Lake Erie and Great Lakes ice cover in general is much higher than in recent years, and understandably, folks do want to take advantage of that. In fact, our ice cover is the highest it's been since February of 2022. Lake Erie, of course, being the shallowest of the Great Lakes, has the most ice on it at 80%. Now, one of the concerning trends we are noticing is actually a decline in ice over the course of Friday night and Saturday with the response of temperatures and sunshine. We were at about 85% Friday, and that number has dropped down to 80% due to the sun and temps above freezing. As a whole, the Great Lakes ice cover is most evident over Lake Erie. That white color shows you the lake ice. Some of the shallower parts of Lake Michigan up towards Lake Superior, Huron, and Ontario seeing that ice cover. Great Lakes ice cover most prevalent on Lake Erie, over towards Lake Huron, 31%. Lake Ontario and Lake Superior only at 11%, and Lake Michigan is at a 21% ice cover. So as a whole, the Great Lakes are around 23% covered in ice, and that is largely skewed by our shallow Lake Erie right in our backyard. However, that ice amount is likely to decrease in the coming days. We're expecting cloudier and cooler conditions for your Sunday. Big weather impact for your Monday. That is going to be those 40-mile-per-hour gusts and a high risk out on Lake Erie. So please avoid the ice fishing on Monday. Midweek could bring us a few light snow showers, but winter lovers, this one's not going to deliver much in terms of snowfall. And next weekend, rainy and milder. We kick off the February